So Claire, you were really concerned when you had a new kitten and you were pregnant about some diseases that could be caught.
Yeah, well, some of my mum friends had shocked me into worrying about toxoplasmosis, so
Right.
I researched it, realised that litter trays were my main concern at the time. Having read up about that, then the cat fur and the fact that kittens don't groom themselves very well remained a concern whilst I was pregnant. I still did go ahead and get my kitten.
Oh, that's brilliant, that's brilliant. Cat fur is actually not terribly much of a concern. It's been shown that the infective stage of toxoplasmosis can't actually live on the cat fur, so it really is just the faeces that's to be concerned about. So you're absolutely right to just focus on the litter tray hygiene, but the thing about that is that the faeces are only infective from about 2 to 5 days after the faeces have been produced. So if you clear out the litter tray every day, then you're pretty much reducing the risks to very, very little.
My kitten is now 5 and is a good hunter, and
Right.
I still every now and again think and worry about whether my children will catch anything.
Absolutely.
Because he's such a good hunter.
Because cats do tend to get toxoplasmosis from eating raw meat, so if you feed them raw meat, or hunting behaviour, so from their prey as well as where they normally get it from. But the thing with cats is they're actually only infective for about 2 weeks of their life, just the first time they come into contact with toxoplasmosis. So if your cat's had it before, it will not be posing any kind of risk at all to your health or to your children's health. And humans are much the same as that when it comes to
indeed. And about 1/3 to 1/2 of people in Western Europe have had toxoplasmosis at some point in their lives. So by the time you're pregnant, if you've already had it, you are immune to it, and so is your baby. And I think the pregnant women I see, of course, they're right to be concerned about protecting their unborn child. Of course they are, but I'm afraid they don't always get the risks into perspective.
Absolutely.
So that's why we have very, very few women who have toxoplasmosis in pregnancy, but we have a lot of women that are worried about it.
Every year Cats Protection sees so many cats handed over to us because pregnant mothers are so concerned about the risks of diseases.
I think the first thing to remember is that most pregnant women who get toxoplasmosis actually get it from raw undercooked meat or poor kitchen hygiene. Certainly good hygiene around the cat litter tray is vital, so if you clean the cat litter tray daily, for added safety if you want, you can wear disposable gloves for this job or get somebody else to do it. I wouldn't worry about touching the cat, that's not a concern. However, be careful when you're gardening, because you can't legislate for what's left behind by neighbours' cats or stray cats. And if you have a sandpit in the garden, of course, you should keep that covered when it's not in use.
Absolutely.
And if you go to any petting farms with your children, that's something to be very careful about, especially in lambing season, because we know that sheep can carry toxoplasmosis, and drinking unpasteurised goat's milk is also a source of the infection.
Well, thank you very much for joining me in this discussion today, and hopefully from the experience that you have had that we don't have so many pregnant or expectant mothers giving up their cats.